Two more dead bodies have been recovered from a flooded zinc mine in Burkina Faso as millions of liters of water have been pumped out of the site owned by Canadian firm Trevali as rescue efforts continue. The case has caused outrage in the country after 8 miners got wrapped there by unexpected torrential rain 6 weeks ago. Trevali and the Burkinabe government have launched an investigation into the cause of the incident at the Pekwa zinc mine, which is about 100 kilometers west of the capital, Ouagadougou.
According to the CEO of Trevali Mines Corporation, Rico Grimbic, experts have been brought in from all over the world in the ongoing rescue attempts. The group of 8 miners, 1 Tanzanian, 1 Zambian, and 6 Burkinabes, were working at a depth of more than 500 million, and so far, none of the 6 bodies that have been or that were recovered have been officially identified. This is a really sad story, Osalge, because what we're seeing here is that these people, they have families. They're just being trapped. They were trapped. There was a heavy rainfall that trapped them in the mines, and unfortunately, they've had to pay for their lives. Now, there's an Ottawa-based NGO that made reference to this and said, from their point of view, that this is really poor response. Unfortunately, they're not being able to regulate the activities of Canadian mining firms outside the country, but they are saying that what they have seen so far is what they would refer to as very slow response in this regard.
And we'll, of course, get into that, but let's also quickly share with you some statistics from this particular incident and mining and how scary it is in that country. Yes, you can see that the mine entrance as deep as 500 meters on the ground. Miners currently were below 520 meters when the flood happened. The refuge chambers at 570 meters. It's really, really scary, and it's an extremely risky job to be a part of. But this is where we are, and we hopefully, we get news that some more will be rescued. Currently, 2 bodies have been found. And as rescue operations continue, definitely we'll continue to speak about this. But this, it's a good time to also speak about the safety working conditions.
Very true.
And how strict they are with these companies, mostly foreign companies that have their bases here in Africa. Aside safety, insurance, life insurance, that these miners have, how much are they really paid? It's so many questions that need to be asked, and it's important that people start to ask these questions when doing business in Africa. Do we have the same safety standards in Africa as they would have if this mine was in Canada?
Exactly. I mean, when I was making reference to the Canadian NGO, I think I got their name. It's Mining Watch Canada. And they were saying that in any world, really, in third world countries and in the Western world, that what they would refer to as what has happened here is an astonishingly slow response. And the question is, how well prepared are we for disaster? How well are African countries prepared for disaster, especially in the cases of mining? Because this is not the first time we're seeing a mining accident, not just in Burkina Faso, in other parts of the continent. So we're hoping that the other countries are taking notes and making preparations. We hear that heavy machinery had to be imported for them to sort out this issue. Heavy machinery had to be imported from Ghana, from Southern Africa, and it's just really heartbreaking that there was not adequate preparation made for these people, and their lives have just been gone like that.
It goes all the way to, the gold mines in other African countries. There's so many of these conversations that need to be had, and I think it's important that these African countries and their governments need to become stricter with the safety measures, that their citizens have to, they need to ensure their citizens are made, or these safety measures are made available for their citizens. Currently with this incident, 6 people have been brought out there, just 2 people are unaccounted for.
And we don't know how much longer it will take.
It will be a miracle.
And if they will be found. This is why we're seeing conversations about them striking in different parts of the country, because another question is, are they adequately remunerated for the amount of risk that they are exposed to? You talked about life insurance. What are the provisions for life insurance? Some of them have families, they have dependents. What happens to them now that some of them are breadwinners for their families? What happens to their families now that they're gone?
Must be really, really hard to be in a situation like that. And we hope that these 2 people who have not been accounted for will eventually be found alive. That's the best that we can hope for.
Even though, the chances are very, very slim. Very sad, but our thoughts and our prayers are with those who are grieving the loss of their loved ones currently in this mine accident. And Africa, we need to do better in this regard.